actual job that I had where I made money, I babysat for a very nice family every Friday night, which led into me babysitting every day after school for an entire year, in which I made $100 a week, which in high school, I keep saying which, was a lot of money. A lot of money that I blew on thrifting and food. I had a couple of other babysitting jobs. One was for a family who had literal Satan for a son named Damien. I watched that child punch his sister right in the face one time. I got my first real job when I was 19. It was end of 2012. Oh, beginning of 2013 for sure. It was around this time, 2013, I worked at a call center. I worked for AT&T, my dudes, and I was harassed daily by multiple men and women from all around the world, and they didn't like being upsold on anything. I didn't like upselling. I'm going for a shower. My third job was at a phone case kiosk in our mall. I actually worked between two malls. I got fired because they said I wasn't a good fit. I guarantee it was because I didn't have an iPhone. We have to rewind something here because I forgot about the time that I worked at the Green Giant factory for 6 days, but I couldn't handle 12-hour shifts. This was before I found out I had cancer, so I probably had cancer and didn't even know it, which is probably why my body was like, no. And then I worked at Harvey's, which I ended up quitting because my manager, I found out later, she was hazing me because she thought I was too likable. Really good for morale. I'm really glad my coworkers had my back and were honest with me about why I was being treated so badly. But as soon as I quit Harvey's, I started working at my second favorite job, Burger King. I have a whole video about that on my main channel, but I really enjoyed working at Burger King. We'll come back to this, but it was some of the most transformative years of my life. And then Pet Value decided to dig up my application from 3 years prior to offer me a job, which I loved. I loved working with animals so much, but my ex had a heavy hand in that job, and I really, it was just a bad omen all around, and I ended up quitting that job. Yeah, Peep, are you mad that I don't work at a pet store anymore? Anyways, I ended up quitting the pet store and going back to Burger King, which is where I met Marcel. And then I found out I had cancer, which was about as satisfying as this pizza box. I'm still going to eat this pizza. Having cancer made me realize 3 things. 1, Marcel is the kind of person who is the best kind of person ever, and we weren't even together very long, but he never hesitated. He never once left me, and I'm going to marry that boy one day. 2, having cancer kind of pushed me out of my comfort zone enough to start YouTube, and I wouldn't be here if I didn't choose living over having a drug addiction. I wasn't going to have any treatment. I was going to refuse treatment because I wanted to, trigger warning, I wanted to die. But now I'm here, and I'm so glad that I chose life and I chose treatment. Number 3, having cancer made me realize that I am a badass individual. I am badass. I never used to see myself in a positive light, but I think I'm pretty friggin' cool. And I think I overcame something. It really put into perspective that my life is worth living, and I need to stop talking bad about myself because I am so much like worth more than what I thought I was. And it really taught me to stop listening to negativity and to shitty people. You see me get, like, I was gonna get angry there for a second because there was a lot of shitty people in my life, but it's all gone and everything just feels like it's going well enough as it could. And all of that leads to now I have my dream job, which I'm not allowed to attend right now. Thank you, virus. but I am doing my dream job. I am a cosmetician. I do YouTube. I do like the most amazing things that I could ever dream of, and my whole life has changed entirely. It's been a crazy, wild ride, and I can't believe where it ended up. So let me know all your jobs. Let me know where you've worked.
Maybe you're mad, crazy, just